Good morning. Happy Saturday. Oh, sorry. Happy Monday. What am I saying? Oh my God. You know what it is? Because I didn't put up my Saturday video. So, happy Monday. You can see we got pretty good weather. It has been raining the last couple of days. It's gotten a lot cooler. So I'm thinking what we're happening is a little bit of weird winter weather coming in where it's just weird mixture of 3-4 days of rain. Okay, we'll be nice to you. Let me show you some sun. You get excited. Later on in the day, it's pouring. Okay, so like I mentioned a few minutes ago, I did not put out my Saturday video. Did I make it? Yes. We're going to insert it right here and then go into our first meal of the day. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to another vlog. We will be doing a meal prep, and it's kind of my basic stuff that I usually meal prep most of the time. So right here in this container, I have marinating with some chicken breast. What I'm going to do is take it out of the liquid and get it dried off so we can start seasoning it. Okay, I've got them out of the liquid and patted them dry a little bit. We're going to season them liberally, so they have a good flavor. The marinade had a good flavor in it, so I'm thinking these are going to taste phenomenal. And again, as usual, I have some really huge pieces and one kind of small piece. So we're going to pay attention to the small piece and probably take it out before the rest of them. But we're going to get started with seasoning them. And I'm just going to rub the seasonings on it liberally. And flip them over. And season the other side really well. Okay, I had just enough to, sorry about the noise, to season them up. Now these are going to go into the oven until it's done. And I always flip them halfway through to get it a really nice even cook. So let's get these into the oven and then we're going to go on with our next meal prep. Okay, we're going to keep it going with our meal prep. I have some ground turkey, so I'm going to just get it into the pan and try to break it up as much as I can so it can start cooking. Okay, let me wash my hands and then we're going to go in and start breaking it apart. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of oil. Not a lot. Now let's start getting this breaking apart. We can start cooking. Okay. So I'm just going to keep working it till it's all broken down, so that it can all start cooking. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is just move it around so it can cook. All right, this is about, I want to say 98% done. So what I'm going to do now is go in here with some spices. And get it nice and incorporated. Wow, the spices smell really good. And I always ask this, if you are meal prepping, to comment below with what you're going to meal prep. And if you don't meal prep, how do you handle your meals throughout the week? Do you come in and just cook every single day? So yeah, this is about done. I'm just getting the spices stirred in. And I'm waiting for that timer to go off because it'll be time to turn the chicken. And believe it or not, we will have our meal prep done in under an hour. Not, not too shabby. To just kind of set ourselves up for the whole week to have something. Now, we will have it, and hopefully we'll be eating on it for the whole week. So, this is done. Okay, while we're waiting for the rest of our chicken to get done, I've taken out over here 2 pieces because they are done. The other ones are really thick and need to cook some more. But we're going to talk about my veggie mix because I did not film myself preparing this. So in here, I have staples that I use. There is some broccoli, carrots, a lot of garlic. I kind of went overboard with the garlic. I use about, I'm going to say, about 7 or 8 cloves of garlic, some onion, bell peppers, and tomatoes. So this is my staple veggie mix that I throw into a lot of my other dishes just so I can have my veggies, and it is really, really good. And again, if you guys meal prep, I would love to know what you're meal prepping. And again, if you don't, what is your reason for not meal prepping, and do you just cook, throughout the week for yourself? So we're going to wait for the chicken to get done. We're going to wrap all of this up, and I will see you guys then. Okay, and here is the rest of our chicken right here, and the ones we had taken out previously. So our meal prep is basically done. We've got our vegetables together. We got the chicken breast cooked. We have some ground turkey. So this will complete our meal prep. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on this meal prep. And I will be back next week. All right, let's go into making our breakfast. So I'm gonna make my oatmeal, which will be for tomorrow. So this is just 1 packet of plain old instant oatmeal, and under there is a little bit of cinnamon. I'm going to add in my hemp hearts. So I do about maybe, I would say 10 to 12 grams of hemp hearts. Okay, perfect. And I do about 20 of the chia seeds. So let's see, there. Okay, that's perfect. And I've been doing apple quite a bit, but I'm going to pivot over and do some no sugar added peaches. I have my blender cup ready with my protein shake. I added 1/4 of a scoop of this Vega, and I'm going to just add a few of the peaches in here like this. so, and then a few in here like so. They're really soft and falling apart, so like that. That will be enough. Okay, let me go rinse off my hands. Okay, so these are kind of measured out right here. I'm going to get rid of that. I need to blend this, so I will be back. All right, it's been blended. Now let's get it into our container here. There it is. Now we just have to stir this around. Get it nice and incorporated. And it's gonna go in the refrigerator until tomorrow. This is how I normally do it. And then when I take it out the refrigerator the next day, I just microwave it and it's good to go. So, this is my breakfast for tomorrow that we're prepping in advance. So let me make sure it's completely stirred up really well. Okay, yeah. I think this is pretty good. I don't really see any lumps. There we go. Okay, and for my breakfast for this morning, this is 2 eggs, so I'm going to have an egg sandwich, but you will more than likely see the finished product of the egg sandwich, so let me get to it. All right, here's my first meal of the day. I have 2 fried eggs on a low-carb tortilla. I was gonna do a breakfast sandwich, and I changed my mind. I said, these tortillas have been in our freezer forever, and we need to use them. Here's my coffee, and this is the protein shake of the day for the coffee. So I'm going to eat this, and I'll check in a little later. And here is my second meal of the day. It is some cauliflower rice with my vegetable mix. Under there, there's the chicken breast, and that sauce, it is the G. Hughes, I think it's the sweet and sour sauce. So this is meal number 2. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the vlog. So we're going to get started with our breakfast. And remember, we prepped this oatmeal yesterday. So this is what we're having this morning. It's our peach flavored oatmeal with a little bit of cinnamon in it. And I showed you guys how I made it. So first meal of the day, I'll be back a little bit later. Okay, here is my second meal of the day. It is a chicken salad. It is some mixed greens with some red onions, a little bit of garlic, my chicken breast, and I made a tahini sauce. Okay, everyone, here is my final meal. It is some of my ground turkey and with my mixed vegetables. So this will be my final meal for the day. Good morning, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to the vlog. And we're starting our day off with some protein pancakes. I've showcased these in the past, but this is made with a combination of the Kodiak protein pancake mix along with some Ghost protein powder pancake flavor. So this is very high in protein, and this is how I'm going to start my day breakfast. Okay guys, here is my next meal. This is some chicken, and under there is my mixed vegetables with a little bit of cauliflower. And this is quite a hefty meal, so if I have anything else, I will let you guys know. I am eating this a little late, so it's about 3:15. So, and I'm going to actually close this out, but I will wait around a couple of hours to see if I might want to snack on something, and I can add this in. So I'll be seeing you guys a little bit later.